Hey guys, welcome to the first installment of what we're going to call Music Theory Thursdays. So we're going to start very simple here with just the major scale and the corresponding triads and seventh chords to that. Next week we're going to get into some of the modes and how to apply those, and then in the following week we'll just talk about how to initially apply it to the guitar using some familiar shapes like the pentatonic scale and stuff. So first, let's go over the G major scale. And we're going to use G major because it's easy to see on the camera. You know, you can move this shape around, and we're doing a 3-note per string pattern here. And what's easy to remember is each group of 2 strings is the same shape. So E and A, same shape. D and G, same shape. B and E, same shape. Super easy to remember. I'm just going to go fret numbers at first, then we'll talk notes after. So on E and A, it's going to be 3, 5, 7. I personally like finger grouping 1, 2, 4 here. However, there are some players out there that use 1, 3, 4. So I'm using 1, 2, 4. So 3, 5, 7. Same thing on A. 3, 5, 7. Now on D and G, same shapes as each other, so it's going to be 4, 5, 7. On B and E, 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 8, sorry. And this is, of course, our starting note is G. So if I know all my notes along the low E string, I can play any major scale that I can think of. Now let's talk about the names of the notes that we have here. So we have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and back to G. That's important to know, and eventually you're going to want to learn that for all 12 keys, and we'll get there. Today we're going to look at, like I said, the triads and the sevenths. So the triad formula is universal, and so is the seventh chord formula. So we're just going to talk about the notes, and we'll talk about the Roman numerals after. So we have G major, and it's made of a root, a major third, and a fifth. G, B, D. A minor, A, C, E. B minor, B, D, F sharp. C major, C, E, G. D major, D, F sharp, A. E minor, E, G, B. And then we find ourselves with the weird one, F sharp diminished. F sharp, A, C natural. And back to G, G, B, D. Now, if you noticed, all of those triads were made from the same notes in the scale. We're counting the first note, then we count up 3, and then 2 more to get to 5. So in the case of G, we had G, and then that was 1, so A would be 2, B would be 3, C would be 4, D would be 5. So that's what we have going on. So that's, easy enough to remember. We know most of these chords in first position. G, A minor, B minor, C, E, D, E minor, and then F sharp diminished. Like I said, that's the weird one. Cool sounding, and then back to G. Now we're going to look at some seventh chord voicings here. Seventh chords, basically, it's going to be root, third, fifth, and then the 7th degree. So I'm going to show you some that are what we call root 6. So the roots are all going to be along the low E. And they're only, 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns you got to learn here. So we have G major 7. Sounds like that. Let me show you how I'm playing this. Index finger, 3rd fret low E. 2nd finger, 3rd fret B. Then I'm bringing 3 and 4 in to the 4th fret of the D and the 4th fret of the G. Pull off some of that gain for you guys. Next chord is going to be A minor 7. So this is going to be the 5th fret of the A we're going to skip skip over A, 5th fret D, 5th fret G, 5th fret B. Some players play it like this. I play it like this. I use my second finger to play the low E at the 5th fret, and then I use my third finger as a bar to play the 5th fret of the D, G, and B. And then, of course, if this is A minor 7, if I need B minor 7, I just move it up a whole step. Next chord is C major 7. So we're going to take that G major 7 shape from back here and move it up to the 8th fret. Next is going to be D7. Now, a lot of us are thinking D7 like this, you know, first position, and that's totally cool. That's not going to sound bad at all. We're going to look at it this way. And this is going to be 10th fret low E, 10th fret D with my second finger, 10th fret B with my third, and then the 11th fret of the G with my fourth. Next chord is E minor 7. And if you remember B minor 7 and A minor 7, it's that same shape slid up to the 12th fret. And that's going to be really important a few videos from now when we start talking about the pentatonic scales and how they move around the fretboard. So make sure you can see that and play that. So once again, A minor 7, B minor 7, E minor 7. The last one, F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Some players are going to call this F sharp half diminished. I never use that term. I just always say minor 7 flat 5. It's very clear when you use that, so that's why we stick to that one. And I'm going to use my second finger on the note F sharp, 2nd fret low E. Third finger, 2nd fret D. Fourth finger, 2nd fret G. And finally my first finger, 1st fret B. So what you want to do is memorize these shapes. Know where the root is, and it's going to be on the low E. So if you know all your notes along the low E string, you can now play any minor 7, major 7, minor 7 flat 5, or dominant 7th chord that they can ask for. So you want to make sure you know all of that, and you can move these around and commit them to memory. In the upcoming weeks, like I said, we're going to talk modes, and especially with those minor 7s, we're really going to talk about some pentatonic applications to those and how to solo over your minor 7 chords using some of the basic blues and rock licks that a lot of us that are, you know, rock players know when we try to start playing over changes that gets pretty complicated. So anyway, guys, this is just a primer. Memorize this. Next week, I'll give you guys some more of the heavy stuff. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.